Hey guys, it's Rachel with Busy Mom Beauty, and I am going to do a simplified walkthrough of how we do a cheetah hack, or some people call it like war paint, with Seint. So today I am going to work out of a palette 12. So a palette 12 holds 12 of our normal size tins. So the way that our makeup is designed is we have different tins for each of your colors to provide a 3D look. So I'm going to simplify that for you today so that you can do this yourself. If you want a color match, please send me a message and I'd be more than happy to help you with that. So let's get started. I am going to kind of walk you through how I do it. The main thing to think about and remember when you're watching this is everybody has different preferences. Everybody's face is different. So there are different ways to do this. There's no wrong way to do this. This is just kind of to simplify it and help you through those first couple applications. And you may find that you like to do it a different way, which is absolutely fine. But this is just to kind of help you out, help you get started. So the first thing that I do, this is totally optional. I use our setting spray with my Perfector sponge and just kind of get that wet. And this is how I prime. So I'm gonna just put that on all over my face to get my face ready for the makeup. Like I said, this is totally optional. Some people prefer to use the setting spray or the setting powder afterwards. Totally up to you. This is just personal preference. So this is how I start my process. So just dab it on all over. And this is going to help your makeup have that stay power. So just put that on, let it air dry. It'll only take a few seconds. The next step I would say is color correcting. This is going to be very tailored to each individual. Some people aren't going to have any color correcting to do, which is fine, especially if you're just starting out. That's great. I don't do much color correcting. You can see I have some acne. I'm not really going to worry about that. And they might not be horrible today, but I do have under eye bags, mom bags. So I am going to color correct those. That is the only color correcting that I do. So I've got very purple toned under eyes. So I use Sunlit because it's very yellow. This is something that your artist can color correct or can color match you for. So I am just going to place that on my under eyes, right on those areas that are purple. So during this step, if you have rosacea or some bad acne or sunspots or anything that you're looking to cover, this is the time that you would do that. And like I said, your artist can totally help you with what colors to use for any of those issues. Okay, that's it. I can put some on my eyelids as well because they got funky color going on too. And for this, I am using our detail brush, just the smaller end of that. This is totally optional. You can use, I do recommend using one of our brushes because they are meant for cream makeup. So they are probably going to work a little bit better for you, but it's totally your call if you want to get any of our brushes or try your own, or you can even use just a Perfector sponge. Okay, so I am going to use mostly my 3D brush today. So I've got that color correcting done. Next thing I'm going to do is a contour. So the contour is going to go in 4 places. Starting with along your cheekbone, right underneath your cheekbone. Everybody struggles with where to put their contour. So our recommendation is to start at the top of your ear where it attaches to your head, and then work down towards the top of your mouth. At an angle, you want to stop pretty much in line with your eye. Like I said, there's no rhyme or reason. I mean, there's rhyme or reason, but there's no right or wrong way to do this. You will find what works for you, and you might change it up. That's totally fine. Like you can see, these aren't totally even. It's not going to matter. It's not rocket science. Okay. And then I am also going to contour down the sides of each of my nose well, each side of my nose. I only have one nose. Again, not rocket science. It doesn't need to be anything difficult. Some people, if they like the appearance of bigger lips, they can contour just a little bit underneath their lip. I guess I'll do that just to show you. I mean, I don't really care about how my lips look per se, but just a little bit underneath your lip to give a shadow there to make your lips appear darker. So the point with contour is to enhance the shadows that are naturally on your face. So right now I'm going around my forehead. This contour color is ash. This is another thing that your artist can match you for. But this just helps create definition on your face. I put a little bit on my jawline. This helps alleviate the double chin and just provides kind of a more chiseled look. So your cheekbone, around your forehead, your nose, you can do your lip if you'd like, and your jawline. Again, this is totally optional, totally personal preference. You'll find what works for you. Okay, so now that I have my contour done, I am gonna go into a brightening shade. So this is another color that we can match you for. It's probably gonna be at least a couple shades lighter than your main highlight, which is your main foundation shade. So this I am gonna put anywhere that I want to bring attention to, mainly the center of your face. So up into my forehead, down the center of my nose, and around my eyes. So when I say where you want to bring attention to, that means if you have more mature skin and you have wrinkles, crow's feet, whatever you want to call them, you don't want to bring attention there. So do not put your brightening highlight there. But generally, we say around your eyes. It will literally give you an eye lift if you put it on the outside of your eyes here. And it's perfect for cleaning up your eyeshadow if you do that first, which you probably should, but for the sake of time today, I'm not going to. Okay, so around your eyes, you can kind of do a triangle down into your top upper lip, your chin. And then I've found lately that I like to put some right underneath my cheek contour to really help that pop. Again, totally personal preference. You can do this however you want to do it. Okay, and next I am gonna throw on a lip and cheek color. Today I am using Plum. So this is all like one layer to try to simplify your life a little bit, because Lord knows we need some simplification. I can't talk. Okay, so I've got that above my contour, like totally higher than I ever thought your lip and cheek or blush should go. So you can really put that on like the very, very top of your cheekbone, and even like kind of parallel, or not parallel, across, words aren't coming easily right now, from where your eye is. So really that brings your face up. And then I'm just gonna throw a little bit of that lip and cheek on my lips here. Again, this is Plum. It is a satin shade, pretty nude, neutral, but that's kind of what I'm going for today. Okay, lastly, I am gonna put my main highlight color on. So this is your main foundation color. You're gonna put this everywhere that you don't have a different color. And like I said, this is kind of referred to as a cheetah hack application because we've got cheetah dots all over our face. Totally personal preference. You can swipe, you can put it on with a brush. It's totally up to you. So getting started, this is kind of like the easy way to go. And it's super quick when you're not talking through it. So I've got all of my colors where I want them. I am going to use my 3D brush, and starting with the lightest colors, I'm just gonna tap those into my skin using the bigger end of this brush and just go tap, tap, tap. And this is just blending those colors together, pushing that product into my pores. And like you noticed, I did not go crazy on my acne, so I am going to kind of fix that after I get everything blended out here. You can do some swirling motions if you'd like. Just obviously, if you're going to be swirling, you're moving the product around, and you kind of want to keep the product where you put it, each color where you put it. So keep that in mind if you do that. When I get up here to my forehead, I'm definitely going to do a little bit more of that swiping motion because it is kind of all one color. And even in your contour, you can do that a little bit. So watch. Just a little bit of swiping, and I can even do some circular motions to blend that up into my lip and cheek color. Kind of marry those together. How simple is that? Trust me, people, if I can do this, anybody can do this. I have never been a makeup person. Look how gorgeous, like, and just glowing this is. Okay, I've got some of that contour on my nose still. Gonna tap that in to blend that out. Okay. And now I'm getting into that forehead contour. Just gonna do some swiping motions. You can do some swirling motions, kind of incorporate that into your hairline so you don't have any harsh lines there. And voila! I've got this line here. I'm gonna blend that contour down into my neck. Okay, so I've got my contour on, a brightening shade, a color corrector possibly, a main shade, and a lip and cheek on. One of our other popular items is, well, we'll start here. Bronzer, totally optional. You can do this. You can even put some dots in with your other face when you blend that in, or you can just go in afterwards, just get a little bit on your brush and kind of tap that in. Bronzer is gonna go on the areas where the light naturally hits you. So any place that you would get sunburnt is where you're gonna put that. If you're me, you get sunburned everywhere. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah. I can use some of that down my neck if I've got a little bit of a color difference between my face and my neck. This is a nice transition. Okay, but like I said, bronzer, totally optional. We've got 4 different colors. They are fantastic. This is tan lines. It's perfect for you fair-skinned folks like me. Okay, our next thing, this is part of our Fab 4. So our Fab 4 is going to consist of a main highlight shade, a contour color, a lip and cheek color, and an illuminator. So here are 2 different examples of our illuminator. This is a powder. This is Georgia. And this is a cream. This is rose gold. So I am gonna put some of this just right on my cheekbones. Look at that glow that gives me. So, so pretty. And you can do this with a brush, again, totally personal preference. Throw a little on my Cupid's bow, my nose. Oh my goodness, just look at how gorgeous that is. Okay, and then this powder one is Georgia. I am gonna use that in the corners of my eyes to brighten those babies up, make me look a little more awake, because once again, mom problems. I look dead some days. Okay, I have got my main face on. Again, acne, if you've got an issue with that, need to cover it up a little bit more, just tap it on your finger and go over those areas. There are also color correcting options for that if it is a big concern for you. So after you've got your main face on, you can also set with either our setting spray or our setting powder. And that is one thing that I forgot I did not bring in. But you would just tap that onto your skin over the makeup to make it last all day. But I have done our main face. I am going to show you how I finish it off. Typically, I do this step kind of at the beginning because I don't want to have any of my eyeshadow falling into my foundation. But for the sake of time today, I didn't want to make anybody sit through that if they didn't want to. So I'm going to start with my eyebrows. I just use my contour color. Again, this is one that we can match you for. Mine is Ash, and I just kind of fill in my natural brow there. So nothing too crazy, just getting a little bit of product on that brush and sweeping it over my natural brow to give it a little more oomph, because baby, it needs some oomph. You can also use, we've got several eyeshadow colors that would be great for eyebrows. I can help you match that as well if that's something that you are looking for. Okay, and then I can use a little spoolie end if I'd like to just kind of fluff those out and make sure I don't have any clumps. The nice thing about using a cream makeup for your eyeshadow, or I'm sorry, for your eyebrows, is that it kind of does help keep them in place. So it kind of acts as like a, I don't know, a holding agent to kind of keep those in place. So that is a nice perk. So I am going to go in and do my eyes. And I am going to start with this beautiful color here. This is Bend and Snap. So I'm just gonna go over my whole lid with this baby. And I am using our eyeshadow brush right now. Just gonna go a little bit over my natural crease. And on the other side. Because you want to still see the color when your eyes are closed, right? Not too much, just a little bit. You definitely do not want to go all the way up to your brow. Okay, I've got this handy dandy little brush cleaning tile to swap colors, and I'm going to use the finer end of this brush to go into Revival. And I am going to kind of do that in a V. This is more of like a dark maroon burgundy type of color. Okay, and I'm also going to sweep that into my under eye to substitute for an eyeliner. Eyeliner is kind of getting to be a thing of the past. We do have a Black Friday cream eyeliner, which is great. But really we're finding that if you don't use a harsh eyeliner and do something more like this, it really opens your eye more. Okay, so I've got that color kind of where I want it. I'm just gonna use the fluffier side here to blend that out. And again, these colors are Bend and Snap and Revival. Okay. This is why I don't do that contour under my lip. I feel like it makes it look like it's got... It doesn't work for me like it does for some people. So that's going back in with my highlight shade there. Okay. But now I'm just gonna finish her off with some mascara here. Bottom lashes first, ladies. If you do your bottom lashes, totally up to you. A lot of people don't. I guess I'm kind of an oddball there. And then the tops. And if you do happen to have some wonky eyeshadow there, go back into your brightening color, or even just use the excess that's left on your brush if you used your brush, and just clean that up. Super, super easy. Okay. And now we are ready to go for the day. I am gonna give my lips a little bit of va-va-voom and go back into that rose gold illuminator. Just tap a little bit of that into the center of my lips for just a little bit of glow there. But now I just need to do my hair and then I'm good to go for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to help you. See ya.